Hey guys, if you're new here and you like what I'm putting out, don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you never miss an upload. So, the Dino Fury mid-season finale. I don't know where to begin with this episode. There was so much that happened in this mid-season finale. I don't even know where to begin. I mean, we had Mick showing up, was really cool. Then we have the stuff with Void Knight at the end of the episode. That raises a lot of questions. I mean, what's going on with Void Knight? I mean, that raises so many questions, and I'll talk about Void Knight in a bit, because that's probably going to be the main focus of the episode, what my theories lie with that. But this episode, oh my god, solid 10 out of 10. I loved it. Like, this was a really good mid-season finale. I mean, the Beast Morphers Season 2 mid-season finale was great, but this one leaves so many questions moving forward. So, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of speechless. So, let's talk about the episode Power Rangers Dino Fury Season 1, Episode 8. Let's go. So, first up, we got to talk about Mick Canic coming back. Classic Mick, classic Kelson Henderson, veteran of the series, lovable actor, lovable character. Gotta love Kelson Henderson coming back to play a fan favorite character from Ninja Steel, because Mick in this episode stole the show in my opinion. Like, Kelson's energy that he puts into the performance as the character, a lot of fun, a lot of high energy. I loved it a lot. And it's really cool to see the character back, because in this episode he's chasing the Nexus Prism, and we find out what the Nexus Prism is about, which I'll get into that as well. That's a whole other... oh my god, that was something. But I loved Kelson in this episode. Lots of fun, lots of jokes, a lot of shape-shifting and funny gags with the character. I gotta love Kelson Henderson coming back as Mick. Even though it was revealed months in advance, it was still cool seeing his performance on screen as the character. And I really hope he returns in the nearby future. Who knows, I guess we'll find out later down the line in this season or next season, who knows, but I really do hope we get other cool cameos like that later down the line. Now let's talk about the Ninja Nexus Prism, because that is a can full of worms we've got to talk about, because what they revealed with that is something. Oh my god, what they revealed with the Ninja Nexus Prism, like, I am just shook with the lore we got with this thing. And I'm shook in a good way, because I did not see this coming. So we find out that the star or the prism is in the pier, it's underwater, and they find it near the third act of the episode, and Zato goes to read its mind, which I love, because we were introduced to Zato reading minds in the very first episode, and it came back into play. And I love that when it comes to writing, where they're very, continuity. They show continuity with Zato's power, and they bring it back. It's a nice little callback that his powers weren't MacGuffin. They actually came back, and they played an important role in the plot. So Zato reads the mind, like the mind of the Ninja Prism, and we find out that the Morphin Masters created it. But not only do we learn that the Morphin Masters created the Ninja Nexus Prism, we also have this blink and you miss it moment that the Morphin Masters created the Dino Gems. So that is very interesting that they were the ones that created the Dino Gems. That's some interesting bit of lore they slipped in there. It's a very much blink and you miss it moment, but it's also really interesting as well. Now, another interesting thing is we learn that they've been watching Ranger battles the whole time during the series. Now, we don't know how many battles they've seen. Maybe they were sleeping and they missed a few. Funny joke over there. But one of the clips they play when they say that the Morphin Masters have been watching the Rangers the whole time, they show the Season 2 finale of Beast Morphers. In particular, the clip where Steel sacrifices himself to stop Venjix. I nearly said Evox. Evox, Venjix, same thing. But they show that clip in the end. And what's interesting about them showing that clip is it shows the sacrifice that Steel made to try and save the world, to try and save his friends, the Rangers, and everyone around him. So my guess is the Morphin Masters witnessed that. They saw a good deed being done by Steel. They thought, hey, let's revive him with the powers of the Morphin Grid and bring him back as a human. That's my speculation, that's my headcanon. I'm guessing that's the deal with why he was revived at the end of the series. They do say the Morphin Grid brought him back somehow, but I'm guessing that's why the Morphin Grid brought him back somehow. The Morphin Masters played a role in reviving Steel. Now, what they also do in this episode is tease at the future debut of the Gold Ranger that will be appearing very soon. Well, not very soon, we're on a bit of a break for a couple of months, but maybe in a couple of episodes, who knows. But what they say is that the Ninja Nexus prism went underwater. The prism went underwater, and Mick said it seemed like it was searching for something. Now, if you've seen the Sentai, you know what the Gold Ranger Zord is about. It's an underwater Zord. So my theory is that the prism was looking for the Gold Ranger Zord, wanting to activate it for whatever future events might be happening. It was searching for the Gold Ranger Zord and maybe landed in the wrong place, or its coordinates for landing was slightly off. That's my theory, but my big theory, I'm sticking to it, it's my prediction that the Ninja Nexus prism was looking for the Gold Ranger Zord somewhere in the ocean. I know that it's not confirmed, but that's what I get they were teasing at with it landing in the water. Now, I know that I'm all over the place with this review, discussion, summary video, but I want to talk about the very first thing you see in this episode, and that is a Zord fight, because it opens up with the Rangers fighting Doomsnake, and then they destroy Doomsnake, and then Wolfgang is introduced, and Wolfgang tears apart the Zord with his really loud howling, and then that sets up Mick, and then everything comes into play that I've talked about earlier in the review or the video. So I really do like the pacing they did with this episode. So props to the writers and the directors and the cast and everyone involved in this episode, because this episode flowed together very, very nicely, and I liked that quite a fair bit. That was awesome to see. I love the pacing they've been doing with Dino Fury, because everything just flows really well when you watch these episodes. Like those 30 minutes, those 22 minutes, they zoom right by really fast, and I gotta love that. Alright, now we gotta talk about the elephant in the room, or the Void Knight in the room in this occasion, because that final scene with Void Knight, holy shit, I did not see that coming. I don't think anyone saw this coming. That final scene blew my freaking mind with that reveal for Void Knight. So, what we see with Void Knight, he learns that Boom Tower's destroyed, they don't have enough Sporax, so he goes off to his room to sulk, and I thought that's where they were going to end the scene. Like, Void Knight closes the door, we cut to the Rangers, they're all laughing, they're joking, end of episode. But what we see is Void Knight in that room that he's closed off from all the other henchmen and stuff like that. And what we see is what appears to be a female in a healing pod, and it looks like she's in some kind of coma. And the vibes I got from this scene is pretty much Batman the Animated Series with Mr. Freeze and his wife and stuff like that. But we learn that Void Knight's got some sort of lover, some sort of important person to him that he wants to revive. This person is very important to Void Knight, and I really do like this plot twist because it humanizes Void Knight. We understand what his goals are. We understand what his motives are. So, is Void Knight the true bad guy of Power Rangers Dino Fury moving forward? Because if he wants to revive this person, does that make him a bad guy? He's just doing bad things to save someone important to him. So, there's a lot to take in with this scene, with everything going on, and I'm sure I'm probably going to make theory videos and speculation videos on this moving forward, because I had a theory video that I was going to put out probably like sometime this week, like in between the comic reviews and stuff like that, trying to guess what Void Knight was doing in that room. But now we have an answer, and that answer raises several questions, but we understand what Void Knight's goal is with the Sporax, so I'm curious to see where that is going to go moving forward with the series, and I'm excited to see what the writers will be doing with this plot thread when it comes to Void Knight. So overall, I really enjoyed this episode of Power Rangers Dino Fury. And it sucks that we're now on a hiatus as no word of international spoilers are going to be happening as of the time of recording this video, but if we do get any linger of international spoilers happening, I will be making a video giving you guys an update. So if you're brand new to the channel and you want to learn anything about international spoilers, or if the show is going to get an international airing in Australia or the UK and stuff like that, hit that subscribe button for more information so you never miss an update when I post a brand new video. But like I said, I really loved this episode. I kind of wish we could have ended on a more serious cliffhanger. Like if the Void Knight stuff was the cliffhanger, I think that would have had more of an impact on the show while going on hiatus for so long. But I'm glad we ended on a happy note too, with Mick getting in the space taxi saying, "If you ever need me again, I'll never be too far away." But either way, I really enjoyed this episode. I love the cast, I love the writing, the directing was really good, the fight scenes were awesome, and this episode was just awesome overall in general, and I'm excited for when the show comes back, whenever it does. So yeah, I'm really excited for more Dino Fury in the nearby future, whenever that will be. With that said, I think I'm going to bring this video to a close. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new and you like what you see. Don't forget to turn on all notifications and leave a comment down below, because interaction is key to growing on YouTube when it comes to getting into the algorithm and stuff like that. Special thanks to all the members such as Swagger4. If you want to get your name shouted out like Swagger4 over here, become a Zord tier member or higher for special perks on the channel, such as your name in the credits of every video, shoutouts and stuff like that. I'm going to wrap this video up now. Have a wonderful day or night, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, take care, bye.